Oh no, chat. This guy just got destroyed. They couldn't even lead her because we've got Bear at the front and obviously Uridin at the back. See, my maths just ain't good enough, mate. And do you know what I might even start doing? Writing stuff down. Right, well, I've gone this far, right? Have I just thrown the game? Maybe. This is where we find out. Uh-oh. Oh! Maths is overrated. Yes, guys, what's going on? And especially, and I'm very excited to bring you this absolute geezer deck. But there's not just one, there's 4, because I'm really not sure which is the best way to go about it. And I wanted to just actually show you guys all 4 decks. They're all in the description, so you can try them out yourself and have a lot of fun. It's a month till the next patch. Seems like the perfect time. The deck names are the Bear, the Mulligan Nightmare, the Chad, and the Turtle. And now let's look at the core cards which are in all of the decks. So 17 cards. It's just these last 8 that are pretty much fluctuating. These are the cards that are in the deck every single time. And the focus of the deck is Portal onto the Fish Flappers, the Bear Witcher Adept. I love this card. It was the first card and only card I've ever revealed. So I was really excited for it. The premium's great. The sound effects are questionable, as well as this, whatever this is, flapping around in the wind over here. This belt. Interesting. This card is fantastic from Portal, though. It's the best Portal in the game, in my opinion, because you skip the deployability, so it comes straight in at 7, and then it's going to instantly gain armor. So it gains 1 armor straight off the Portal. Now, that's pretty good if we can utilize that armor, because it's going to come in at 14 points, our Portal. It's thinning by 2, which is great as well. But if we can utilize that armor, it's even more points. Added to that as well, if your opponent tries to remove or damage this card, it's then going to heal itself back up, and obviously it's got armor. So while it's 14 points, which is great from Portal, that's the same as going for the Onel Conquerors in monsters you sometimes see. But this is gaining points in armor, and also if they try and damage it, it's going to heal itself. So the Portal is outrageous. And I wanted to build the best deck possible revolving around this. So I've tried some Witcher SK decks, which I might still bring you. But it seems to make the most sense in Alchemy, in Battle Trance, and that's for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, it's because we can utilize this armor with the Foulblood Priests. The Priests are going to go to the left of the Adepts, and it's going to remove that armor, and then it's going to boost self by 2. So the Priest becomes a 2-point per turn engine when next to the Bear Witch Adept. Quite similar to how the Draco Turtle works. While this would boost itself as well, the Bear Witcher Adept isn't going to keep getting that 1 point of armor each turn. So that becomes really nice. Added to that as well, there's also, if you're playing Portal, a real incentive to play 4 provision specials, because it's really important in Gwent to have lots of 4 provision cards, because that allows you to have more provisions in your gold cards, which is just really important in Gwent. It's the term coined polarization by my friend the pro player Gravesh, and it's really important. So you want to be still running special cards at 4 provisions. We really do want our Portal to just be putting these Bear Witcher Adepts. I've tried playing like Brockvar Hunt as a backup option. It doesn't quite work. So there's the Crow's Eye Rhizome. Apparently this is a Rhizome, I've asked my chat, which is a decent little alchemy card. And also Golden Froth, which is a neutral, but in an alchemy deck, it works pretty nicely. Alchemy has the benefit in Battle Trance of healing a random allied unit by 1 whenever you play these. But also, we've got the Crow Mother, which is going to be a carryover play for us, as well as these Crow Clan Preachers. So these are going to boost themselves by 1 whenever we play an alchemy card. But with the bonded tag, they boost self by 2. So if we've got 2 of these on the board and we play a Golden Froth, the Golden Froth plays for 6 points. It could also pull our Crow Mother out of the deck. If there's any damaged units on our side of the board, it's going to boost them by 1. So that's 7, obviously, plus the Crow Mother. But then both our Crow Clan Preachers were boosted by 2. So the 4 provisions cards that are pretty bad become very, very good in this deck. So that's why we're playing Alchemy. Added to that, Gedineth as well is obviously fantastic with this alchemy route, because we're getting a Crow Clan Preacher off of the scenario itself, so that makes the bonded ability much more easy to come by with this card. So we've got Geddy, we've got Portal, we've got a Crow Mother, and a Neuromancy fits really well as well. Because we don't just want to have this Portal stuck in deck and then be mulliganing away these Bear Witch Adepts. We want to be able to just call this Portal in whenever we need it. Added to that, getting the Crow Mother in round 1 is huge. The other cards that are in the list, we've got a couple of Crow Messengers. This is a thinning tool that just works really nicely with the alchemy tag. There's no reason not to use it. Very similar to Riders, but without the condition of dominance, because you're always going to have an alchemy card. And also a Freya's Blessing. Now, would quite like to use a couple of Freya's Blessings, if ideal, if possible. Now, there's a couple of other cards as well that I will mention. Mardromes are going to be in quite a few of these lists, because they damage by 3 and then boost by 9. That's some nice synergy with the Bear Witch Adepts if we've got the armor on them. Added to that, there's also the Man, the Myth, the Legend, the Grimmist. Really nice at the moment against Nilfgaard in particular, because we're going to play alchemy cards so we can get multiple purifiers. This card works really well. This card is a geezer of a card. I love it. The premium's fantastic on Axel Free Eyes. Fantastic in this list. He's in quite a few of the decks as well. He can spawn a Crow in the melee row, so 7 points for 7. But moreover, in the ranged row, he's going to boost self by 1 for every allied beast. And obviously, your Crow's Eye Rhizomes are playing beasts. Also, your Crow Mother plays a couple. We also get another Crow's Eye off of our Gedineth. And also the Crow Messengers, which you can res with Freya's as well. So lots of beasts. Even like Totem and a few of the other cards count as beasts that we'll look at. So there's some of the considerations that are going to be in a lot of the decks. And also the Defender as well as Sigdriff are some cards that you're going to see in quite a lot. I've started to really enjoy just using the Defender in most of these lists, because the Defender has great synergy with the Priests, because you can just use the armor off the Covenant of Steel. It's going to gain it back, so it works similar to as a Fish Flapper does, very similar in fact, and that's really nice. But also, like, Defenders just really help in a lot of matchups. If your opponent doesn't have a Purifier, they get forced to invo this, as opposed to like a big tool card later on. Added to that as well, like Assimilate, if they don't have a Purifier, are really going to struggle. And like your Crow Clan Preachers become really, really lackluster if your first one gets removed. But if they don't and they stick, they become fantastic. There's a big difference between having this bonded ability or not. And I think the Covenant of Steel really comes in. So let's look at these 4 decks. We're going to start off with what I believe is the most vanilla version of this deck. Doesn't mean it's the worst. And that is the Turtle, not the Chad. The Turtle. So, this list is focusing around, well, we've got the inclusion of the Draco Turtle, which synergizes fantastically with the Svalbard Priests, but obviously we've got the Fish Flappers, which sort of do that anyway. Added to that, it also synergizes fantastically with our leader ability of getting this extra Mardrome, because it is, whenever losing armor, it's boosting itself by 1, and it's got Barricade, so it's going to keep gaining armor when it has armor. So really, really nice to run double Mardrome in this list. We can also fit in a double Freya's Blessing, as well as Axel and a Grimmist and a Defender. And then we've got the nice little synergy of using Sigdriffer's Right, which is again an alchemy card, to replay either the Turtle, the Covenant of Steel, or the Grimmist. So this is the most vanilla, basic version of the deck. Again, definitely doesn't mean it's not the best. What is bad about this deck compared to some of the others? Well, it's maybe more of a safe option. This Turtle can be really good, but also like sometimes your Portal is just doing its job anyway. We also have no Tool Punish in this list, so something to consider. Next up, the most similar to this, the Chad. Now, I would say this is basically the same deck as the Turtle with 2 exceptions, and this is what the deck began as. And we've got Shukras instead of the Sigdriffer, and we've got the Chad Arnagad himself instead of the Turtle. Now, this list is really good at winning round 1 and then just pushing for the 2-0. However, there's an issue. Loads of Nilfgaard around. Arnagad is just absolutely dog terrible. So awful against Nilfgaard, because all they need to do is put a spy between your Sukrus and your Arnagad, and it's just a dead combo. Let's say your opponent plays Joachim, they just put it to the left of Sukrus. Even if it's behind your defender, they can still do that, which I'm not sure they should be able to do. And then they can just disrupt your Arnagad, because it just goes in between the Sukrus. Then they've got like a 14 strength unit, and Arnagad just dies, and your combo's ripped. So this is a very fun version. I definitely recommend you trying. But the Sukrus Arnagad combo is so bad against those spies that it's just not the way. And I think the Turtle is a more solid way of playing it. Next up is the Mulligan Nightmare. Now, this is the one that I've got the highest MMR with so far. And there's a few things you might want to change. But this deck uses Ceres. Now, again, the reason I don't love this one is because against Lockdown in particular, this Ceres becomes very, very dodgy. We're using, in the previous list, the Mardrome on Arnagad or on the Turtle, ideally, whereas in this list, we're using it on Ceres, or moreover, the Shield Maiden that she spawns to summon the other Shield Maidens. Now, you've also got the ability to thin out Shield Maidens with our Mardromes here, as well as our Svalbard Priest. So, for instance, if we're going first in round 1, we could put a Priest down in the front row and just Crystal Skull it onto an open board, and then we could place Ceres to the left of the Priest, and then the Shield Maiden is going to spawn to the right of the row, and the Priest is going to hit it, and we're going to get those Shield Maidens out. However, the issue comes in Mulligans, because you've got a Freya that you don't really want to be drawing into round 1 because it's kind of sketchy. You've got obviously your Bear Witches, you've got your Shield Maidens. It just becomes very, very spooky. Particularly if you're going to round 3 and you've not played Ceres, you've not played your Portal. While that could be absolutely explosive and win many short rounds down a card, such a good chance with 4 bricks in your deck that you're going to mulligan into a brick no matter what happens. So, really fun deck. Again, you might want to experiment with changing a few of these things. Like we've put the Gremist in. You'll see that he's pretty much in most of the decks. You might want to try and move this Totem for a Defender. Maybe move this Heatwave for a Uridan. Something like that. Like to be a little bit more greedy. But Heatwave with the Gremist is nice because you can deal with cards like Colgrim and things like that. So that's this list. And also the Totem is just a banger card, to be fair. Like it's really good. And it's very, very similar to Portal. Here's the final. The deck I've not even played yet, but the one I'm really looking forward to trying later on. And it is the Bear. Now this list has the most potential in my opinion. Again, not tried it because it's super risky. And it's very, very similar to a lot of the other lists. Except instead of using these other sort of cards, we've got the Sigdriffer, the Covenant of Steel still. But instead of going for like a Turtle and like whatever, we've basically ditched the Mardromes and gone for some Gutting Slashes. So we've made our 5s into 4s and like one of the Freyas into some 4s. And what that allows us to do is it allows us to squeeze in a Uridan and a Dire Bear combo. So, why is this good? Well, Uridan wins games. We're really good in the long round, but against decks like Nilfgaard, Assimilate, they can sometimes outdo us. Similarly, Masquerade Ball decks as well. I mean, they all have Masquerade Ball now. But having a Uridan against like Precision Strike as well, where they've just got all those Gezra's procs at the back, having this Uridan could be huge. Added to that, Dire Bear with Defender, Gremist, and Sigdriffer just gives us 3 really nice targets with Sigdriffer. And what you want to do is you want to Dire Bear 1 row, which is going to make them put all their boosty cards into the opposite row, and then your Uridan cleans up. However, as beautiful as that sounds, there's a severe issue, because our deck has a lot of boosts. I'm not sure if you've noted, there's lots of boosts in this deck. We've got the Preachers, the Priests, etc. And the Dire Bear doesn't let you boost in the row that the Dire Bear is in. So that is a severe issue with this deck, particularly if you're trying to play Priests in the same row as your Dire Bear, because they're literally just -1 point per turn engines, which isn't great. So it's a risky one, but it's one that I think a lot of you are going to want to try, have some fun with. The reason I've still got the Gremist in this list is because I think you're often going to have to put your Dire Bear in the opposite row to your Defender or the opposite row to your Engines. Maybe you just in certain matchups put your Defender and your Dire Bear in one row and then your Engines in the other. But it also means if we've got this Gremist, we could just hopefully leave the Dire Bear on his own and then just boost, use our Gremist to just purify him up. And then even if they eventually remove him, by that time the damage might be done. They might have put their Engines in one row more than they would, and our Uridan could clean up. So definitely interested in trying it. I don't love having to use 4 provision cards, but honestly, Crow's Eye is kind of a bang. It's an alchemy card. It purifies as well. So like if your opponent locks your Gremist, you could purify your Gremist, and that is pretty cool, honestly. And the Gutting Slash is just a little bit of removal. So I definitely think there's potential in this list. There is also the potential to try and just go all in and somehow fit Ceres into this as well. But it seems like you're really reaching. Like you would probably have to lose the Sigdriffer. You'd probably have to lose the Gremist as well, and maybe this Mardrome. But like the potential is there that you could do it, right? You might also just want to go like for an extra Gutting Slash or like lose a Preacher or something. Like there's definitely the potential for it. I don't think it's going to work though, but who knows? Maybe it does. So they're the lists. They're all in the description. I would say if you're just looking for the most basic, get the job done version, I would play the Turtle. If you're looking for an Arnagad version, obviously play the Chad. But definitely stay tuned for more tweaks on this bear list, because I think that this has the highest potential of being a bit of a meta breaker. There's a severe issue as well with this dire bear where you could play it in the front row and your opponent could move it, so that would be a bit of a stinker. But there's not much movement going around. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this kind of video. I've been having so much fun playing various versions of this deck and trying to work out what the best version is. So I wanted to bring you this video. Like, if you guys like it, sweet. If not, it's not the end of the world. What I might do is do a video on each of these decks. But because I've been playing this deck so much on stream, here's just some gameplay from various versions of the list. And let me know, guys, like, if you play any of these decks, which do you think is best? Is there anything that you would change? Anything that you would recommend doing? I'd be interested in hearing a bit of deck discussion. I don't know. There's definitely downsides to both. Like, and also the really bad thing about not playing Ermion, keeping this Sig in hand just feels terrible a lot of the time. But then you might not draw her again. Defender would be a really nice option in this matchup. I'm not sure if we actually ever win round 1 though. The question is here, do we need to win round 1? The answer is probably. We can also get rid of the Veil with Grimace. Grimace actually does a job here. But like, we just lose to Uridan in a long round, innit? Portal might be worth trying to keep. Honestly, it could just be a Geddy round 1 kind of hand, kind of matchup. Could just be a Geddy round 1 kind of matchup. Hold the Portal, because Portal's good, like, doesn't get cucked by Uridan. What could go wrong, mate? Like, what is wrong with people, man? What is wrong with people? I guess it also, yeah, we've also got Crow Mother. I think we just have to win the round, didn't it? Geddy's pretty tempting. We could just go Priest and we don't get forced into doing it yet. Uses Uridan to win the round. Right. Let's just start off like this. We've still got the flexibility because we've got 2 druids. This is going to start gaining armor now, but they're also going to be damaging it once. So actually, it makes sense for us to play Crow Mother now. Get the Crow Mother next to the Priest. Let her die. Second Priest, do you think? Could go Turtle, could go Crow Mother, could go Priest. Turtle's pretty tempting with double Marjoram in hand, actually. Listen. Just because I don't really know what I'm doing this round still. Bender's smurfing, mate. We don't want to play an alchemy card because we don't want this to heal because it's going to keep gaining armor. I mean, it's kind of irrelevant. We want our priest, if we're going for another priest, to go next to this geezer, right? So I think we want to wait these 2 turns for the priest, honestly. I guess we can just priest this, gaining armor, right? I remember never getting through this. I guess they could run oils. I guess it's not that relevant, honestly. Grimace next, I suppose. Whee! So we're getting a lot from them. We've not really spent that much. It's only Paul. So as long as you play an alchemy card, this stays alive anyway. Where they pog. No, I should have purified. Should unlock this guy. Problem is, Siphon is just going to do it for them by a mile, but... Okay, opponent, this, my friend, is where you use your Uridin. I think that is us done. They're at 105. We're gaining, what, 2 points per turn? We gain 8 points. So we're at...
A superb
20.
specimen, truly.
Plays for 9, 8, no 10. This plays for. This plays for this plays for 10. This plays for 7. No, this plays for 8. I mean, we could lead it, right? See, my maths just ain't good enough, mate. And do you know what? I might even start doing writing stuff down. Right. Well. I've gone this far, right? Have I just thrown the game? Maybe. This is where we find out. Uh-oh. Oh! Maths is overrated. Let's flippin' go, mate. Nice, that's a druid. We've got double druid. We just slam, right? We just go. Not even close? Yeah, never in doubt, mate. Trust me, I did the calculation. Fish flappers stay smurfing, mate. So we've got an option to a Nero for a preacher here. There's actually a few interesting options. Obviously the Freya is probably just going on a priest. But we could go for a Crow Mother. We could go for a preacher here. Preacher is going to play for a lot of points. Crow Mother is carryover. I think... You think Crow Mother? Okay. We should go for this first, therefore. Actually, should we? Because we don't want to stack our boosts, right? No, we should. We should go for this first. Oh, I was thinking Crow Mother was going to come out. I'm trolling. Never mind. Oh no, we can just do this, alright. Yeah, we're fine. I'm not trolling. This is what I was thinking. I just started doubting myself, I think. I had a plan. What a woman. What do we Mardrome? We'd never 2-0 against this wonderful woman. Uridan is cheating. This matchup is so bad for us because this deck is just built so brilliantly. Ah! Okay, I got worried. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. Oh no. Oh no. What is this game turned into, mate? What has happened? This is some game of Gwent. I wish I was good enough at maths where I knew that my push was going to be enough by 1 though. That would have been a big swag play. Alchemy card. Oh, let's go. I mean, there was a lot of them in fairness. There was, what? We already mulliganed one of these, did we? So there's one. Maybe we didn't, I don't know. Guys, it's not a great hand, I'll throw it out there.
A superb specimen, truly.
Can't see it getting any better.
Crow Mother clutching up though. Oh my god, I can't believe we won this game. It's like the best win of all time. I think we need to put this on YouTube, guys. Guys. I think that was a YouTube game, let's be honest. That was a bit mad. Quick maths. Everyday man's on the block. What trees? See your girl in a park. That girl was Axe. You didn't even win? Fair. Let's not forget though, I literally Mardromed my own dire bear for -3 points. They hit the armor. I don't know though. Maybe it didn't even win. But I'm just a little bit salty. Sorry. Not sorry. Acne Division, that's a new one. Haven't seen that in a while. Good shout, actually. We just play this Marjoram round 1. Play these froths, the Crow Mother, and then pass. Probably the plan. Ah, an actual Duchess informant out of them. They can't clog us. The amount of NG is pretty obnoxious, I must agree. Grimace. We don't have a good Sigdra for target. This always just gets invoed, right? Let's just go for it. We're kind of running out of plays to make this round anyway, so continue to contest for a little bit longer. This is obviously why the Crow's Eye could be nice. I was thinking this was going to be healing. Yeah, I'm up against lockdown. I'm just a bit scared of amnesty, like a random amnesty. That's why I didn't take that route. Okay, does that force us out? Probably. With 20 points down, I've got 12 points in hand. Ivar going is huge. I'm glad we pushed this round further. Nice, Sig's really good. That's good. Freya. Decent. Please don't push me. Oh, they ever would. One guy did earlier actually, which is kind of weird. We play this because we keep overfilling against Northgard. If we play those Crow cards. So we need Portal or Geddy, and Uridin and Bear. Quite a lot, honestly. Nice. Gonna have to just push this. Nice. We miss Bear or Uridin, probably the Bear. I don't know we're back. Don't think anything's row locked in Nilfgaard. Locks go at the front, so they're more inclined to play boosted stuff at the back, though, I would say. Maybe I should have gone back row here, because I'm going to Sigdrift Grimace. Missing the bear is pretty sad, I must admit. I don't really know why. Did I mulligan one of these over this? I guess because my opponent was playing Assimilate, it kind of makes sense, but obviously they do get a lot of points. I want a Geddy, but I would like to defend it too. Getting Invo Driver.
We'll show you how blood spilling's done.
Pretty sure I was just supposed to pull the back row here. It's actually a minor misplay. This Getty's supposed to go to the left of portal. Yo, Mr. Spybee. What's up, sunshine? Hope you're well, mate. Trying to regain my MMR after playing Onslaught Witches. Too soon for Grimace. Yeah. Is this on their meta snap? I'm gonna have a look to see what deck they went for. Cucked myself with Crow Mother. Rip. Oh, they added Onslaught Warriors? Right. Oh, I definitely wasn't playing Warriors, mate. I had Junoed of Bellhaven and Geralt Professional and even a Scorch and a Trial of the Grasses at one point. I mean, I don't really know why I didn't just slam it on this, like the plan was. And I forgot. Oops. Now, this is where we grimaced, ladies and gents. This is the moment of the grimace. Did they miss ball? Can they still cycle it? I don't know. Front row, please. Nice coup, mate. Nice coup, you Wally. Nice ball, mate. Clown. You big fat clown. Wish I could boost this. Oof. Oof, oof. Oh, I could have unlocked. No. Is it difficult? Don't you just play it as late as possible? I think you just play it as late as possible, mate. Last chance you can. And you can cycle it with gold cards like Joachim and Roderick as well, which makes it even more depressing. Our opponents had a stinker, mate. So where's the best Uridan? Is Uridan the best play? I assume it is. We could purify this, and then this plays for 6 plus play for 10 points. Uridan plays for 2, 5, 12, or in the back it plays for 8, 13, 15. I should put it front row, right? Let's deny the usurper. That was a bit of a bad play. Not game losing though. They had Q off Menno, they just didn't take it. This Menno. God, I've got a flipping Uridin. Oh, Diabear's gonna smurf, guys. Oh my god, Diabear. Flipping Uridin is so good in this matchup. I've got the signature of that. That's how I feel about this. Can I get my golds? Any gold cards? I do have quite a lot of golds, in fairness. Actually quite a nice card to find. Weird hand, very weird hand. No portal or Getty basically, but it's a nice hand I guess. It's pretty good actually. I shouldn't moan about this hand. We've got the Chrome Udder, we've got a Priest, we've got a Gutting Slash. Nope. Not today. Watch out for the clog. Very good point. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. What if we play the Diabear? Nah. It's just gonna get invoed, mate. To be fair, when Portal went down, we could have gone Defender and then Diabear, but they're going to fancy their chances so hard in the long run. And then bang, Defender, and then bang, Diabear, bang, Uridin. We just kill something with our Mardrome to make sure there's space for Uridin. Easy game. But yes, great shout. Is a shout indeed. Does deck even play Invo actually? Yeah, but they could mulligan it, right? But yeah, Invo's not really an option for them in the next round because then they would Joachim into it.
A superb specimen, truly.
I'm just gonna pass here. Hey Tango, thanks for the follow on Twitch, brother. Nice to see you. Thank you, man. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. Right, that deck doesn't play Invo. Good to know. Merci. We'll just get a pass here. Not playing the bear is kind of a troll. When we knew they were just gonna have to play like this, but I kind of made my bed too early. I'm worried about Invo. We just lose this game if this gets Invoed, maybe. Just a free win otherwise. Probably can do it in one, like Brathons or something. Don't think that's going to be enough in one. So risky. What? What is this play? Why have they done this? I mean, at least it's at one strength. Oh my god, what? 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 They see the Diabear Uridin. Oh my god. I might get bled now. It's actually really unfortunate. I might actually just get bled. Yeah, sounds about right, honestly. Sounds like a good plan. And is juicy for no Neuromancy. It's like perfect. Too good. Nice little dry pass card as well.
You do the Emperor proud.
Invo is cheat. Just won't risk it though, we'll just play it here. And play the Dire Bear. They're not going to assimilate with that anything down on the board. I think they're just trying to bait this Dire Bear out, honestly. That front row, you stinker.
Let's dance till the sun sings its morning song.
Game feels pretty free, mate. Easy Grimmist. So far, Dire Bear played for 8. Yes. 8. 10. 12. It's already at 12, guys. Actually, already at 12. And they're row stacking for Uridan. Card's flipping mad. Love it. I mean, we could Gremist this. But they can set up the Slave Hunter, so it's kind of irrelevant. I didn't need to portal. I mean, I just hold on to Geddy, right? We just play the portal, hold on to Geddy. Jobs are good in. Nightmare's such a G, mate. I love it. High risk, high reward.
Need something, governor?
Uh-oh. Wait, oh, they can play it back row. I thought... What? No. You did not just do that. What the hell is wrong with people, man? This is a nice assimilate target for them. It's fine.
Accept our sacrifice.
They play this front row. Oh, chat, this is too good. This Dire Bear is an absolute geezer. Yeah, so we could have obviously gone for the Purify on this, but they could have played around it. It's kind of irrelevant. And also it just plays straight into it. Oh, actually they can play this front row. This doesn't play into Dire Bear because it boosts this front row. Is there any risk of this holding onto this Geddy any further? Not really, we just play Defender anyway. It's so wholesome with those. Yeah, this Masquerade board there's. Uridan should be enough with leader for sure. If it's not enough on its own, so it's 12. That's 5, 17, 20, 19 points. Puts me at 60. This ticks. I think we need to lead, right? Oh, that's already a big issue. Nope, we don't need to lead her. Gain 1 point and then 2 points. Go to 44 after this turn, and then the armor comes in and we go to 46. Oh my god. Right? I'm not papering. 1 point here, 2 points is 3 points. We've got nothing. Fish flappers stay smurfing, mate. Let's flipping go, mate. Azobi, really good, thank you, man. We found the dire bear. No, I've not actually played as much today at the same time I usually do. There's the Nero too. I mean, this hand is good. I can honestly kick Grimmist. Broth is honestly just good. The only thing that's worse than it. I think we just keep it, honestly. Got it. Oh, juicer hand! Oh, let's go! What I should have done is when I played the Sig Drift last round, I should have known it was enough by a point. I'm just not good enough yet to be able to do that. I need to work on my math skills. Suddenly this deck is feeling really good because we can actually just win rounds without playing Geddy or Portal with the Uridan Dire Bear combo. Deck is actually good now. I reckon we can easily get 2-5-50. I reckon we can actually do it. I've been a believer in this deck, it's just not been getting the results, but I kind of feel like if we're beating Nilfgaards, we need to be able to do really. Nilfgaard is our worst matchup, but Grimmist is just... Yeah mate, that was not good. I hated it so flipping much. Gonna take our crow, aren't they? I looked at my graveyard, then I can take our crow now. Oh no. They're gonna how's it do? Movement would be a really weird one. If it's precision strike, I imagine the Dire Bear is gonna smurf. If it's guerrilla tactics, Dire Bear is gonna be a detriment. This hasn't been able to happen with a Geddy finisher yet. Geddy has not been the finisher. Been the get out of jailer. Deck just turned huge. We can actually get Geddy as a finisher more often. A lot of points from our opponent. Imagine we get Uridan and we still lose. I'd be so tilted. So is that the end of the powder event now? I reckon that's our last reward from it.
If the king demands a head, I'll give him yours. Accept our sacrifice!
So that Dire Bear is going to be quite funny with Iron Sace. If you play Dire Bear in the front row, they can't Iron Sace to kill it. That's actually hilarious. I mean, I could have just played this, right? I don't know. I just couldn't resist the Mardrone play, mate. I just got so excited. Nice. I'm happy with the pass here, honestly, now they've played Assault. Hopefully for an engine. It would be really nice if they play another engine here and we just get the pass. Love it if they play a drummer. Oh, let's go. Let's pass every day of the week. I mean, this is a 7-point card. They're gaining 3 points. We're gaining 1. No, we're gonna get tool punished. We're done here, man. Job done. We took the decision it was going to be a short round when we played this TA on the priest. Would we rather have a Mardrome in hand or this, though? Probably. Honestly, maybe this. I'm probably gonna eat. Either way, though. Probably should have just played this. Nice. These cards are a bit scary of overswarming. They've played Assault as well, which is really important for our round 1. Okay. Pretty sure we do want to Dire Bear the front row, as I mentioned, Einsace. Like, if we just Dire Bear the front row now, how do they kill it? Probably Devotion. Wait, it's Devotion, so there's no Heat Wave. Can't kill it, right? I don't want to wait a turn for it, though. But that, a drummer might be their next play, right? We can just get rid of it. It's just cucks Einsace so hard. You know, obviously back row it, but they're going to be scared of Heat Wave and stuff. Okay, just playing into my Uridan, innit? It's fine. Geddy's bricked as well, by the way. We've got no druids in this hand at all. We never play Geddy. Hand's awkward, man. Hand's super flipping awkward. Jesus Christ. Kind of only just realised how awkward our hand is. We've got no druids. Jesus. Good thing we've got Uridan though, huh? Jeez. This game's so free, man. Protect the bear at all costs. This game's so free, man. Let's go. Oh no. Okay, that's a bit threatening. Armor everywhere, lad. Oh, if we play an alchemy card, we get a druid as well. Not as bad as I thought it was. We don't want a sick drift, right? In case the bear dies.
No, damn it!
This deck's so good, mate. I love it. Oh, this is a bit scary, but no, it's not. It's not even scary. Can't touch this. Having a froth would have been really nice though, for sure. Bit scary. With Zavaraxis. Doesn't really matter at this point though, in fairness. Kind of irrelevant, job's already done, innit?
Goddess, protect you from all evil.
Surely they know what's coming, right? I don't think we really care though if we have to Uridan now. Not going to be that many points next round. Surely you never pass though. And so awkward, mate.
We've a hero in our midst.
Jesus Christ, his hand.
Barrier has yet to speak its last. Last word.
Oh no, chat. This guy just got destroyed. They couldn't even lead her because we've got Bear at the front and obviously Uridan at the back. So good, mate. Fine. Because, mate, that's what Vice-Gotta players do. They don't think. They just think they win round one, they win the game. He's a flipping Vice-Gotta player, that's why, and they're not getting a GG. Oh, GG from me! Got a lot of points, in fairness. These are both getting KO'd. Yikes. Got a lot of points here. Would we lose to Varaxis? Probably would, right? Jesus Christ. Nope. You were a Vice-Gotta player? Hey, we need to have words.